What if I told you that there was an album, a musical album, that could literally feel like you're in a movie, part of the movie, and watching the movie? I don't know if you've ever heard of the Situationship. Today, we're about to introduce you to the man behind and in front of that album. We're talking about Tafnaz. Welcome to Peri Talk, brought to you by Nando's in association with CCP. My name is Mr. T. Now, like I said, he's very skilled on the guitar, very skilled on the mic, and very skilled behind the camera as a photographer. But can he be skilled with this chili sauce, these wings? Can he fly away with any of these wings? Tafnaz, what's good?
What up, family?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, I'm good, man.
There's always something happening with you. So what's happening today?
Oh, just cause I'm Mr. Situation. You think every day is a situation, huh?
Right. Before we go any further, let's talk about the title of that album because usually they tell us that when you come up with an album, the title is basically a preview. What did you go through before you named that album?
Life happens. I feel like life happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, as a musician, sometimes you need to go through the motions to actually, come up with the content.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, people that write about hell are those that have been there, right?
Yeah.
Those that sort of understand it. So even when you write the music, then you're writing things that people can relate to because it's not just written out of something that you've just, dreamed up. But you're writing it out of personal experience, and you sort of, you can then empathize with what people are going through. So when you write stuff, you write music that is relevant to different situationships.
I see you. So you're an artist who believes in writing from here, not from here.
Yeah, no, I write from here.
You don't just listen to a tune and then write.
No, I can, but the thing is, I realize that my heart and my head are in sync now. Yeah, because for me to think about it, I need to feel it.
Alright.
So it goes from here to there,
straight to there,
to here.
Yeah. So we're gonna start right over there. Grab yourself a wing. I'm gonna pour this for you, and we'll see as time goes on where you stop. Start at 1 to start at 7.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to have more sauces because I don't understand.
You got that Nigerian tongue,
brother. You don't understand it.
You can speak in tongue
when it comes to eating the chili. As long as there's no pepper, they chop everything. You don't feel me like that, eh?
Alright, now what I wanna ask you for now, as we dig in, inspiration. You look at the greats from MJ, Michael Jackson. You talk about Beyonce, Adele. You talk about Whitney Houston. All of them usually had an artist. Michael Jackson was inspired by James Brown. That kind of thing. I want to know who inspired you. Maybe 2 or 3 artists, local, international, local, African, and then global. Who you can say, okay, in Bots, there's this person, in Africa, there's this person. World.
Okay, musical background. Let's see. Okay, I think musically my biggest inspiration was Craig David. Still is. A lot of my music was inspired. A lot of my melodies, or my music style was influenced by Craig David. And this was not vintage rendezvous walking away Craig David, but I Just Don't Love You No More Craig David. That album that he did it was a very acoustic album. I think that's when I really fell in love with guitar. And even from his vocal tones, from his vibrato to basically the way he articulates his words.
Okay.
Because Craig David is musical. People don't realize it. He's a singer / rapper / garage artist, and he's a character.
Yeah.
And just his style of songwriting, he's more of a storyteller, but at the same time, he says things in first. He tells stories in first person view. So when you listen to his songs, you put yourself in that situation, and he basically creates this deep sense of empathy. So I feel like I related to his music a lot, and that's really what drew me towards my style of music. So I think in terms of influence, is probably my biggest influence. And then there was Usher, there was R. Kelly. R. Kelly, I loved him for his style of writing. That guy is a genius. I know he's in prison somewhere, but like I said, you don't need to free R. Kelly, but free his music, because music's got nothing to do with the writer. Music is for everyone. It's not personal. Yeah. I'm talking about this sauce. It's kind of mild though.
No, we'll get there. And then is there anyone, maybe not necessarily inspiration that caused you to start, but is there anyone locally who you can say, hey, I can learn a thing or two from that guy? It could be anything. We're quite an artist, could be an R&B artist, could be a gospel artist, locally in Botswana.
Okay. In Vida. Inspiration. Okay. When I first came to Bots, I think the first artist I watched perform and I thought, wow, had to be me.
Mampizi.
Yes, Mom Peasy.
Alright.
Peasy. Easy peasy. Why? Because of his energy, like, you know, stage presence. Because I remember it was an orange event, some male circumcision, something.
Yeah.
And like all the performances before, like, were dope. You know, they were nice and everything. And because I was here, so I was still acclimatizing to everything that was going on. And I thought, okay, well, there's so much talent in Bots. But you know, like all I heard is whispers, yo, he's about to go on stage, he's about to go on stage. So I knew about V from when I was still in high school, Taco, because I mean, man, that's the music that taught me how to dance.
Yeah.
You see, so now it's like, oh, okay. Finally, I get to actually meet V face to face live. Okay, not face to face, really, because on the stage, I mean, I'm in the crowd with hundreds of other people, but I actually get to see him. And I remember when the music started playing, the first thing you see is like just dancers all wilding out, guys throwing themselves onto the ground and coming back. And I was just like, oh, I've never seen that. So I was thinking, wait a minute, like, what's going on? So there's so much excitement, there's hype, the energies, everyone is in sync. And then you see this figure jump onto the stage and it's like everything just changes.
With the dreadlocks.
Yeah, with the dreadlocks. And I'm like, that's definitely V. Like, you didn't need to ask who V was. You get. And for me, it's that kind of the command he had off the stage of his dances, the way he commanded, just the attention.
Energy.
Like you just like it's like you owned the moment.
Change
like,
the atmosphere.
Yeah. And you know, for me, it wasn't even about what the music sounded like or what was happening. For me, it was just the situation, the presence. And I was like, you know, I wish I had the balls to do that.
Alright. Mampizi.
No, definitely PZ.
Okay.
And ATI.
Aha.
That one.
Let's get into the second source, and then I'm going to ask you more about what you think of ATI, because I happen to be a fan as well. Okay, so grab your next wing, and let's see how you can fly away with this one. Hey. Alright. Atlasawane Mulemu ATI.
Which sauce is this?
This is the second one. It's the mild sauce. It's a step up from the lemon and herb we just had now.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna get with my fries.
This is where we warm up now into it and see how how things might look in the future. ATI, when did you first maybe lay eyes on him performing or get a taste of his music?
Limco. I was at Limco with a friend of mine, Tim. He shot one of ATI's first music videos. And I mean, that's when I actually first met ATI. When I walked into the dressing room and I see this guy painting a black line over his eye, and I'm like, wait, is that some kind of aesthetic? Because it looked like, it reminded me of Sting from wrestling. Remember Sting? Yeah. And and I remember Tim telling me, yo, man, he's one of the dopest artists in the country. And I didn't believe it at that time because, I mean, I was still new here, so. And I'd never heard of ATI. And then I watched the music video and I hear the music, I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's good. And then Game City Rooftop. I remember the event ATI and Drummer Boy. Man, ATI comes onto the stage covered in this big cloth. Like all you see is like a big moving cloth. The guy's just carrying this thing. It looks like a ritual or something. And then you just hear the music coming from underneath. And then next thing, boom, ATI comes up, and you know, it's just like everything changed. I mean, for me, it's the aesthetic. You know, I appreciate artists who put work into their craft because you see, art is about the detail. I don't like artists who just get onto the stage and just, you know, do their thing and they're gone. Because I know I'm guilty. I'm one of those. So, you know what I mean? So I understand. Like, this is why I appreciate the artists who take it the extra mile, because it shows that it's not just their heads or their talent, but it's their heart and the passion that's in it.
Alright. No, definitely. Arguably, he's one of the most talented artists we've ever seen in Bots. I mean, his melodies, his lyrical style, and he always keeps you can't predict him. You really can't predict him. All right, now let's get into this album.
And that's why I have 2 songs with him on the album.
I'm gonna be the first. I'm the first to hear it. Okay, let's get into Situationship. There's a song when I first went through it. You know the names of each song will, it'll tell you where to go first.
Yep.
I was like, wasted. How you gonna start an album with a song called Wasted? And then I turn it on and I'm like, damn. What was going through your mind when you wrote that song? For me, that's the cake. That's the cream of the album. What thought process were you going through when you wrote it?
So wasted was how do I put it? Maybe my ex is listen to this, so okay, it doesn't
They
matter.
must be.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and expose myself. Okay, so I wrote wasted during a time when I had a certain love interest that I had a love-hate relationship with. Like when I was sober, I hated her. Like
Whoa.
I'd not think about it. I'd not.
When
listen,
you're sober?
nothing. Yeah, when I was sober.
That's when you hated her.
Yeah, no, when I was sober because hey man, like she used to do this. Like this girl, when we were dating, would cheat on me every weekend, like without fail.
I've never heard of this before.
And the worst part is, you see, she wasn't a liar. So when she comes to me now, she confessed like, "Hey, babe, I messed up. I did A, B, C, D." And people expect me to break up with her, but I still with her. You see, but what would happen? So what would happen is, she'd confess. I'd be mad. I'm like, "Yeah, now get the hell out of here. I don't want to see you." But the moment I've tossed back a couple, she's the first and only person I'm thinking about. You know what I mean? So this is why the song says, "I only miss you when I'm wasted. Yeah? I only want you when I'm high."
So it's actually it's a real snippet of your life
It's actually a real snippet
in
of
a
my
4-minute
life.
track.
Believe it or not. But you see, that's the thing. So now things now get tricky when to say this your love interest rather has sort of moved on, but it's also suffering the same thing because you see, alcohol brings people together. Because you see, when you're drunk, sometimes alcohol brings out a positivity. You forget
It
how
opens
messed
you
up.
up.
Yeah, you forget how messed up people are. So you sort of get like a physical
Tolerant.
amnesia. You get it?
You have more tolerance.
Yeah, you become more tolerant. Like, things don't harass you as much. You're thinking, oh, this person did me wrong, but you see a bigger part of like, hey man, but those cheeks though.
Yeah.
And it's different.
Yeah.
You see, because now you start thinking of all the good things. It's not like you're thinking, oh man, that person, yeah, I don't know. This right. This is family television. I'm not trying to be cussing out here in case my mama sees this. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So since I told you my favorite track on the album, I want to hear from you to say, okay, if you just close your eyes and say, I didn't write this album, and you listen, what's your favorite song on your album? And why?
On the first situationship, you'd have to be Motion. Wait. Wait, what sauce is this first about?
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh, this baby slap.
There we have it. There we have it. No, don't worry, we haven't arrived. We're still halfway.
We're still entering.
Yeah,
Slap.
We're still entering.
These wings, eh?
We're still in debate. They still
Yes.
mahalape. They still palape. They still Francis Town. We haven't started.
Okay.
Motion.
Okay, wait. Hold up.
Okay, let's talk about situationship 3.
No, two first.
Two
No. The first one, where we are. I
Okay.
mean, this is still the origins.
Yeah.
I think my favorite song would have to be Cry, not Motion. Motion is probably my second favorite song.
Okay.
Cry because of the relevance. I mean, it's cultural, personal, and emotional relevance. I wrote that song after my dad passed. And I mean, like now I'm 33. Yeah. Double 3, baby. Yeah, so I'm 33 now, and believe it or not, I haven't cried in close to 19 years.
At all.
No, at all. I've forgotten how to cry.
How do you explain that?
I don't know how to. It's the last time I cried I was in boarding school.
Is it deliberate?
I think it's something that I did to myself and didn't realize it. I think it's a mental thing. Yeah, that's right. I need therapy.
Okay, here's some crying sauce for you. I think that might change today. I read.
This man says that this can make me
We cannot see. Maybe.
Brother, what is
maybe
that
what
sauce? Please, no, tell the people what. So I will tell you, I will rate this hat like out of 10. First of all, first you twist it, then you lick it, then you dunk it.
Good luck with that.
Brother, this is what I. Sometimes the sauce so good makes you wanna lick your fingers after.
Okay, there's another question I want to ask as well. If you were to, let's just say the whole of Africa. I don't want to talk about the rest of the world for now. Africa, especially Southern Africa, and then the Nigerians and the Ghanas. If someone gave you a blank check of 2 or 3 artists to work with now, and says I'm gonna pay them, I'm gonna bring them the top of your choice,
Where in the
what
world?
would you go for? Africa. The whole of Africa, most especially, Bots, Zim, SA, and Nigeria. The main countries that we listen to, like music.
Okay, number one would have to be my boy from Zim, Rocky.
Yay! No, put it here.
No, also because Rocky in Zim was one of my inspirations with his track. How do you pronounce it?
Ayaho.
Ayaho.
Ah!
And then Chizoka still a favorite. I mean, till date. And I mean, I had a chance to actually meet Rocky, and actually we hung out quite a bit when I was still in Malaysia. Yeah.
Oh, he's cool there too?
No. He came to Malaysia to tour, but ended up chilling.
You hung out with Rocky in Malaysia?
Yeah. He's actually like a really, really cool dude. I mean, Rocky's a vibe.
Am I the one who sees a bit of similarity, both musically and personally, between him and ETA? Like, if you had to say who's the ETA of Zimbabwe?
Yeah, no, it's definitely Rocky. But I feel like there's no one who can really compare to ATI because RT has an aesthetic that.
You'd go with ATI over Rocky. No, let it simmer. It's a hard one. Let it simmer.
No, here's the thing. I feel like comparing ATI and Rocky is like comparing Tupac and Biggie.
Or Tyson and
Yeah, exactly. Because they're both heavyweights in their department and they definitely cannot be compared.
I can compare them.
That's you, man. Like,
it's not easy,
brother, you know what, before you keep talking this empty sauce.
No, you said you haven't cried in 19 years. Now it's an experiment. If you win this, I don't know. I'll owe you something. I don't know what.
Guys, this guy
once we get here,
this guy's gonna owe me a radio interview. Actually, because I mean, looking at it, wait.
No, don't judge the looks.
It's just supposed to be this guy. Like
judge
this.
the looks.
You
cannot judge the light skin though. Sometimes.
Brother, I want to end with the Negro.
Yeah, 3 artists. The whole of Africa, the whole content is yours. Could be male, female. Could be R&B. Could be any genre. 3 artists.
Not anyone I marry, right?
Now we're changing topics.
No, I'm just checking because people don't want to work with musically. People that just want to be around. Because hey man, there's some African artists I look at and just think.
I can relate because when there's the chemistry, then I don't know. I feel like it does something for the music. Just like when you dance with someone, ballroom or whatever. So it's like if you put me on a track with Amara Brown.
Also, those are his confessions. I'm not you hear that. But this man's supposed to get.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn. 3 artists.
Okay, 3 artists.
Any genre, any genre.
I think one of the first one. Okay, Zim, Rocky. Okay,
for sure.
And then obviously, I mean, my boy Burna.
I knew it.
Burna boy.
I knew it.
Why? Because I got that dancehall thing, And besides, also, I do a lot of Afro pop. Like the Situationship 2 was mostly Afro pop. That was like me creating music with an African identity because. I mean, I've been told after my first album, they're like, no, Taf, you sound too American. Like, your music sounds too Western. You sound too Casey and JoJo. I don't know how to take that. But I mean, I like Casey and JoJo, so I guess that was a compliment. But they said in terms of, I mean, being able to sell your music, why create what's there already? Why not create something and give it your twist? So when someone listens to the music, they think, oh, this is definitely an African. And so that's what the Situationship 2 was about. That was just an African experiment, you get it? But now with the Situationship 3 now, it's different because now I've sort of created a different kind of genre. Like I've infused the Situationship 1, Situationship 2. I've collected everything that I wanted to learn from both and I've created a different project with a different sound. I'm not following any trends, by the way.
I noticed that. I've never heard you on any Amapiano, trap. So far, I haven't heard much of the.
I haven't been releasing them. That's
the thing.
But
so you can come.
No, actually, I have a couple of songs. I've got a couple of tracks produced by KD Bangers, and then I know a couple that were made by Melvin Bradley.
KD Bangers is for the Amapiano.
No, Amapiano and Afrobeat.
You listen to Amapiano?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I like all kinds of music, man. Support Africa, like everything. Muzu, Amapiano, Sungura.
Yeah.
Machun, that dancehall thing,
Okay.
And it just depends. Like it's just for me, it's like a mixed masala of everything. Like I love music.
Nice.
And I love all things African. I even listen to I used to listen to your Pepe Kales. I still listen to your Kandabo. I still listen to your Kandabo, man. I love these guys.
Rumba thing.
Oh, so no, show people what it is that you're putting in here.
He's been asking for the black man.
This guy's making me chop the black.
He's been asking for the black thing.
Wait, let
me see. Yeah.
Those guys, that's not the hardest one, but I mean that's the hardest one that you just put in there.
It looks like, so we'll see. We have finally arrived at the extra hot.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
They've
no,
been
no.
preaching about this now hot sauce. The
The
one
man-
that's supposed to make me cry.
The man is carrying power. The tongue is surviving. I don't know what he's doing. Is it the magic from where? I don't know.
It is a strong tongue. People think my tongue does push-ups.
Okay, so you gave me Rocky from Zim. Give me Burna Boy from Nigeria. One or two more artists that you would definitely be like, you know what, let's jump on a track now in Africa.
Okay, the other one I've already jumped on a track with him. That's ATI.
Ah, of course.
Like I've always
Can't wait to hear that one.
wanted to do music with ATI, and we have 2 hits. One of them is already climbing up the charts on radio, and now we want to drop another one. But we actually want to work on the whole project together. Like I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
And let's see, another artist I want to do music with in Africa would have to. Oh man, back in the days I wanted to work with ODS. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
Man, that guy was like my Zim R&B hero.
It's all over Power FM.
Yeah, man, that guy had that. I mean, he came with that one song, like it was a one-hitter quitter. Like till date, I'm crazy about that song, Muchandi Wona. Oh man, that song was. I mean, it's one of the first Zim songs I actually did a cover of acoustically, and I was learning how to play the guitar. And that song always hits home because of the lyrical content. I mean, I like musicians that make music that makes sense. You get it?
Yeah.
It's like this guy. Another artist I want to work with would have to be CJ. Not the dancer.
The one from Durban?
No, CJ from Nigeria.
I know CJ.
The guy who did Love Nantiti.
Yeah.
Because he's got a very interesting tone, and also his lyrical content is really good. I mean, I love. I'm not moved by sounds. I'm not moved by melody. I'm moved by words. You get it? Oh, but you said okay, 2 more. Okay, just
Yeah, you can add a few more.
Hey man, another would have to be Diamond Platinums.
Diamond Platinum. Yeah.
Oh, and of course, Ja Praiser.
Yeah.
I cannot leave Ja. If I could
He's on every list
if I could
now.
raise the dead, I'd want to do a track with Oliver. Like I feel like he was a legend. He redefined African music. You get it? He left a legacy behind that no one can fill. Like you see, what Ja Praiser is doing is basically a continuation of what Tuku started, and he's doing it so well because, I mean, many would actually say that he's the reincarnation of Tuku, or like the younger modern version of Tuku, because Ja Praiser is a brilliant lyricist. He's a brilliant storyteller. I mean, he doesn't sing like Usher, he doesn't sing like Craig David, but he has a voice that you can't ignore.
True.
Because he, like, you feel, like, you don't hear his music, you feel it.
It's emotional content.
That's it. It's emotional content at the same time. I mean, it's content that you actually learn from. Like, it's music that actually teaches.
Yeah. No, for real. What I like about Tuku as well, I know we like to put everyone in that group to say Afro jazz, from Salif Keita to Mafumo. Tuku has his own Afro jazz. If he wanted, he could have made it its own brand, like his own genre.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like, it would be really dope to have, you know, one of the older day guys and then one of the new school guys, and you combine on the track, and him on the guitar. Like, imagine he's on the guitar. You've got, like, let's say one of y'all is on a bass guitar, one of y'all is on a lead guitar, and then flow.
That's it.
Ah man.
Like, I would love to jam with Tuku. Like, you know, I feel like as a guitarist, I may not be top tier, you know, because I play, and you see with Tuku, he didn't play to impress anyone. He played a different kind of guitar, but he only played for himself. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like, people had to learn how to play like Tuku. He didn't learn how to play like anyone
else. Yeah.
He developed his own style, because I mean, in guitar knowledge, right, it's taboo to pluck strings. I mean, strings are strummed, right? But now he created I mean, his style of playing the pluck was basically it had never been heard of.
As a blend, a new blend.
Yeah, so I mean, he invented a style of guitar, and for me that for me that hits home, because he wasn't just a musician; he was an innovator.
Right. Before we sign out, this is a tasty chili. Okay. You've conquered the giant. This is basically the right hand man. So it's a beautiful sweet nyana, a tiny little bit of sweetness going on. So I want us to see how it does with the taste. Okay.
Badum 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 badum. Pow.
Get it up there.
Ooh, what's that? Is that a leaf in it? Nando's, y'all putting gardens in here, baby.
Veggies.
It's different.
Veggies and all.
So it's like this. If this was a meal, this would be like a balanced diet because I see like a little salad in there.
Got the vitamin C going on.
Oh, it's got that dang. And it's sweet.
Of course.
Like it's got like it tastes like a sweet Thai chili
Yeah.
with like a pinch of lemon
Yeah.
and a bit of private school. but
Yeah.
it slaps like it's ghetto.
No wonder you say all about the lyrics when it comes to music. I can tell where you're getting that from.
Man, I feel like if food doesn't inspire you, then you don't know what you're doing with your life. But Nando's, like I said, man, y'all need to think about it.
That's it. My name is Mr. T, like I said. Don't worry, we're coming back with more Peri Talk, more hotter chili, hot music, hot everything, hot conversation. Make sure you stay following us.